monster come from here. Today is the worst weather that we've had in London the entire time. I'm filming at a decent little break in the weather, and I'm hoping that it stays better this afternoon because we have an afternoon tea, and I'm gonna be really sad if I get there and look disgusting, feel disgusting. Like, I'm so excited about it, and that's gonna be a bummer. But it is what it is. I leave my window open all the time, like even when it's pouring, because it just doesn't come in. But it was hailing so hard that like a piece of hail bounced off of the fire escape and like into my bed. So that was wild. Yeah, it's been weird weather today. Bad timing, but interesting to look out my window, I guess. Anyway, on to the important stuff. Scotland is amazing. I'm obsessed. I'm so happy that we got to go. I feel like my excitement level when I filmed the last video and I was in the hotel room when I just got in there, it just kept amplifying. Every time we did something, I was like, this is so cool. That first night we got in, we went to like this outdoor terracey gin bar. And then we decided we didn't really like the food, so after appetizers we went and walked around, hung out, we saw the castle. I got to FaceTime my grandparents and my mom and show them because they were supposed to go to Edinburgh when I was studying abroad, like pre-COVID. That was the original plan. But anyway, the first day we had hotel breakfast, I went back for class, we got some work done, and then we had a reservation at Urban Angel. So we had like a nice little time, got ready, went to lunch, hung out for a bit, and then we came back and got changed because we were gonna hike Arthur's Seat later in the day, and I did not want to wear my Chelsea boots to do that. But yeah, it was a really good day. We walked all the way up the Royal Mile to the Edinburgh Castle as opposed to just seeing it from down below. And then we did so much just exploring around there and looking at the views, and it was just incredible before we even ended up at Arthur's Seat. And that was just beautiful. Oh my gosh, like a 360 view of Edinburgh and the water and the mountains and like lush green grass and those yellow flowers that are everywhere. Absolutely incredible. I was obsessed. We had seen Arthur's Seat the night before because we went over to Carlton Hill, which has, I think, like an observatory maybe and like a restaurant and some monuments and things, but it's kind of like right around the corner from our hotel, so that was really nice. But we were so excited for Arthur's Seat because we'd seen it in that way, and it did not disappoint. It was amazing. We had dinner at this authentic Mexican restaurant, which sounds so counterintuitive, but we've been looking for good Mexican since we got here because we're American and basic. But it was really good, and after hiking it was a really good hearty meal, I guess. The next day, on Tuesday, we took a tour through the Scottish Highlands and we went to Loch Ness, and I was just so excited for this. The fact that we even had the opportunity to do this, we were in a restricted capacity on the bus. Everybody had their masks on. Everybody was really respectful, and like I felt like we were with a really good group of people. And our tour guide slash bus driver, Gary, was the coolest ever. We actually even like snapped a picture with him. I need to send it to their email and be like, yo, thank you. So when I was a kid, we had these encyclopedias, I guess we still do, in my house, my parents' house, and I would read about the Loch Ness Monster in Loch Ness, and so it was just so cool to be there. The tour didn't even go that far in because they had to use a different boating company than they normally do, just because their current one is closed still with COVID. And so we didn't even get to go by the castle or anything. We didn't go into the lake that far. But just being in Loch Ness, I was like, this is so cool. And yeah, no, my like inner 7-year-old was absolutely dying. And just being in the Highlands and hearing some of the history and just seeing the amazing views, it was incredible. We got to see the Highland cows, which are so cute and fluffy, and I wish I had like better pictures or videos of them because they were the coolest. And we saw so many amazing mountain grass and these cute little towns that we were stopping in to grab like a bite of food or go to the restroom. We met this guy named Henry who was studying in Glasgow for the last semester, term, whatever, and he's actually from Southwest Germany, so this was his last day in Scotland and he was on this trip because he was flying out of Edinburgh, and he was really cool. We ended up hanging out with him the whole time. Yeah, it was nice. I miss making friends or like connections or whatever, traveling and just getting a chance to talk to people. But it was nice, and I was so happy, and it was so cool to do that. And then we had the most authentic Scottish dinner afterward. We went to this little pub on the Royal Mile after multiple other ones were closed or just open for drinks. We got Colin Skink, which is like a clam chowder, but not at all. That's just like the only like similar equivalent I can think of. It's like a smoked haddock soup, comes with like toast, and you got like different cottage pies. I got a vegetarian one, obviously. We tried some whiskey scotch, and it was like Rachel's first time trying it. A little intense for her, but we cut the whiskey with water, and I've never really done that. Like I've never just like sipped whiskey because I like whiskey, but also I feel like you take it in a shot. I don't know. I've never just like sipped hard liquor like that, but it was interesting and a very cultural experience. So after doing the Highlands, we slept in a little bit that next day, and we went to Ludon's, a brunch place that Jeremy had recommended to us, before going over to the Edinburgh Castle to do a tour there, and we got to go in the museum aspect of it, which was fantastic because museums had just reopened. And it was really nice to see, again, like the views, the history. Can't really go to the UK without going to a castle, and it was our first one that we've actually been in, so that was dope. And yeah, it was just really fun. It was fantastic. We went over to Greyfriars Kirkyard afterward, which is just a really cool graveyard in Edinburgh, but also recommended because that's where Tom Riddle's grave is, like from Harry Potter, but it was a real person. It was just around the corner from where the earlier Harry Potter books were written, so I would assume that she just kind of was walking around and was like, oh, I like this name. But yeah, it was really interesting, and then we realized that we were right across from Oz Bar, which was recommended to us as well by a waitress that we had in St. Ives, who was the coolest and gave the best recommendations. And so we went to this little pub, and we were only in there with like maybe 2 other people. So we ended up talking to the bar owner for so long. He was so cool. His wife is from California, and so like we were kind of talking, I don't know, just like about everything. And he was like a really cool person, like just very like same wavelength, one of those kinds of things. So we had the best time. We got some drinks, gin and tonic, because we are cultured now. We love that. Before walking over to Leith, which is more by the water. It was cool. I think that we maybe didn't go to the coolest part of it, but we did have a really nice dinner and that was fun. Then on our last day, we got up, had a hotel breakfast, and then we went to the National Museum of Scotland, which was so cool too. I was so excited that we had a chance to see some museums. Just absolutely incredible. We got back on a Thursday, so we were originally supposed to go to hike Seven Sisters with Jeremy like a couple weeks ago, and then Friday was our switch of plans, but then that didn't work either because of weather. It's been disgusting. So I just got a lot of work done, both with school and my actual job. And then on Saturday, went to Portobello Road Market again. I bought jewelry from the sweetest person ever. She was so cool. She's from Toronto, has a British passport because of her dad. Like, we just talked for such a long time. She was so cool. Things were handmade. I was so bummed that I lost my anklet after brunch because that was a just fiasco and a half. I lost my Uruguay anklet. But I bought this new anklet. I bought some gifts for people and it was just so great walking around the market. I got another gift from my brother, but I'm not saying what it is because I haven't given it to him yet, probably by the time I post this. Anyway, it was a beautiful day. I love Portobello Road Market and we're gonna try to reschedule our hike one last time for this coming Saturday. So I think it was probably my last time getting to go this time around. But it was really cool. On Sunday we went to the Globe Theater. Obviously not the original, but still so cool. Completely like made like it. And we watched A Midsummer Night's Dream, which I think was the first Shakespeare play that I read / knew about. It was really contemporary, but still spoken in the Shakespearean way. So it was interesting. It was kind of a weird mix, but it was really cool just to be watching Shakespeare in London, let alone in the Globe. We went to the Tate Modern afterward, which was something that's been recommended by like every single person who's I've talked to about London. And that was amazing. We just kind of like walked around. We went over back to St. Paul's Cathedral. We walked around the Queen's Path. It was really nice. It was a beautiful, it was not a beautiful day. It was disgusting yesterday, but it was fine. My friends, when I got back from Scotland, oh my god, I forgot. They sent me the sweetest gifts. Jenna sent me this Ubuntu candle, which kind of, like, the font of it even matches my tattoo a little bit, that we have, like, our matching tattoos. And then she sent me this film camera, which is so sweet. I'm so excited. It's like a Kodak M35. And the best, they sent me like some hot Cheetos and things. And they sent me a note from her and Gleb and then Hannah because I got the jacket. Oh my god, where is it? Holy shit, wait, I have to show the jacket. I'm so excited about the jacket. What on earth did I do with the jacket? Oh, word, it's hanging up. Yeah, so I got the jacket. I'm so stoked. Anyway, it's been great. It's been amazing.